My name is Elise, and I am 31. I live in the San Fernando Valley area, and I am starting a YouTube channel for myself, mainly because there's a lot of topics I would like to speak on and get feedback, or even if there's things going on with you in your life that you would like to talk to me about. I am a very good, listening ear. Um, but so, really quick about me, I'm 31. I'll be 32 soon. Ugh. And I am an RN. I've been at my job 10 years, and I work the night shift, so I work 7 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., 12 hours. And what else? So about my channel, it will be like a touch on everything. Like I want it to be just all open for everything. Like not just one specific thing. Like I'm not gonna do like beauty guru, like where it's all just like hauls of makeup and trying them on and all that stuff. I will do that, same as fashion. I'll do things on fashion. Um, I ain't no Gucci, Prada, like that's not me. I'm like Target, Fashion Nova, Just Fab, Walmart, uh, of course Macy's. I do love Macy's. I always love to go to Macy's. But things like that, more reasonable stuff. Um, as well as makeup and facial stuff. I love facial stuff. You'll see I have a boatload of different things for my face, and I'm sure will make comments that are like, you know, they do facial stuff, like, oh my gosh, you're mixing so many products, or oh my gosh, you shouldn't do your makeup that way. Whatever. I've never stated I'm a makeup artist. I never stated that I'm like this all know about facial products. I just do what I do that I like. But yeah, so really quick, like the topics I'll be talking about, like I said, there will be makeup, there will be fashion, which fashion's kind of hard because I wear my scrubs 12 hours, and when I get home in the morning at like 8:30, I shower and I get in PJs and I lay down. And the days I'm off, I just chill. Like I'm just, whether it's shorts and a shirt, or leggings and a sweater, whatever. I'm just kind of basic. I'm a basic chick, I think. But other than that, I do want to talk about health. I do have a few health conditions that I want to bring so much more awareness to about it. Like I know Hazley the singer has like made a very brief statements about her health, which is something I deal with. And there's more commercials going on now about it, but it's still very, very untalked about, and it needs to be talked about because it's an awful illness to have, and at this point there's no cure for it. So that I want to talk about health. I do want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about within relationships, verbal, physical abuse that I've dealt with for many, many years in two relationships, that I'll get into more. Each of them were 7 years, so I don't know what it is with me in 7 years, but yes. Um, I also want to talk about being assaulted. I want to talk about just disturbing things that I guess you may say, like all those things I just listed, and then also, being touched inappropriately by family members, which is just disgusting. But it needs to be talked about. It needs to be something that it's more people feel more comfortable opening up and talking about it. And if I'm able to do that, then like I said, even one person, like that would be great. Again, my prayer is always that these things wouldn't happen to anybody, female, male. Um, that would be amazing because it's just downright disgusting to do to any child, any adult, any female, any male, and whatever, it's not okay. Um, and living with that the post traumatic stress, um, the the vivid images in your head, all that stuff, like it needs to be talked about because I feel like it's so much pushed under the rug, or at least in my case, that's what me and my family did until it just became this huge breaking point. I also want to talk about like unsafe things with my like one of my exes. It became very scary, very, very, very scary, and luckily I saved some of the texts, so you guys will be able to see those and see like the statements he made. Um, what else? I would like to talk about a lot of things in life. I live with my grandmother, I help take care of her, and she is my everything. And so was my grandfather, and he recently passed away, which I'll talk about that too. And I'll talk about kind of my family because a lot of people are going to wonder why I speak so much about my grandmother and when my grandfather was here, because they took on the parenting role in my life. My mother and father, it was a horrible, horrible relationship. It was volatile. It was something no children should be brought up like that. I love my parents. I love my grandparents so much. My grandmother now. I have a fur baby. Her name is Star. I've had her for 10 years. She's a Yorkie Poo. And so I'll go in depth with all that kind of stuff. It's been a tough life. But I always try to tell myself, even as being an RN, like there's always somebody worse off than me. And the same for you. As much as though we feel like, God, why? Like, this is so horrible. Why? Um, but again, there's always somebody worse off. But it does not take away from what you've been through and the pain you feel. I don't ever want to minimize that because I don't want people minimizing what I've been through to just say, oh, well, there's people that have had it worse. I'm positive of that. People have had it worse. But what I went through is not to be minimized because it ruined my life in many, many, many ways. So there's that if I can touch somebody, somebody can touch me, vice versa. That would be amazing. And I want to do this channel because I follow this girl, Vanessa Necio. I believe that's the whole name. And she's from San Fernando Valley too. So that already made me like, oh, yay. But then I just felt like, wow, I get her, like with my depression, my anxiety, my mental health issues that I'm not scared to put out there. I have them, just like my health issues. Um, I keep saying, I apologize. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Uh, so with her, she talks about how she's lonely. She doesn't have friends. And that's exactly how I feel. And it started from um, like middle school and high school, I was popular, you know. But once I was in the relationship I was in for 7 years, that one, because then there's another one that I was in for 7 years. Um, Basically, he made it a point that it was either him or my friends. Like, there was no in between. And stupidly, I picked him. And, so I never had those friends to go back to and talk to. As well as college, I went to a private all girls school. Um, there was just like literally you could count like 5 guys that were in the nursing department, but I guess they had to excel very high in other stuff to be accepted because it was all girls, private Catholic school. So yeah, um, I would like to open this channel up so maybe I could get friends and be able to talk to you guys and you guys talk to me. Um, Another thing I do want to state that my channel, I'm a Christian. I believe in God and I have my faith, and my faith is something that I really hold tight to because there's so many times I just want to give up, totally give up on everything. I just feel like the world's just falling on me, and that's the one thing I could keep like, God, you have a bigger picture that I don't know of, but you know it. So I don't judge other religions whatsoever. Where I work, it's a Catholic hospital, so I don't have any issues like that. But I would appreciate if people dislike that, dislike religion. I'm not saying I'm going to talk about it all the time, but, I will throw out, like thank God or, whatever. If you don't like that, that's fine. You don't need to watch it. I want it to be not a positive channel because I'm going to talk about really difficult things, but I don't want there to be any like bashing or like anything like that. I really don't want that. Um, and I know it's the internet. I know there will be people that make comments, but I won't, like, just so you know, for your own comfort, if you are wanting to get to know me more and hear my stories and hear everything, I won't have those like comments on there because I just want it to be something that like you guys feel you can, make your comments and it not be, you know, hit with backlash of all these negative things. Oh my God. I wanted this intro to be like 7 minutes. It's already going on 13. I'm so sorry. Um, but that's about it for now. And I hope to see you guys soon. I'm going to decide about what will be my next video. And have a good night and sleep with the angels. That's my thing. And I know my family is going to get mad for me saying sleep with the angels because I only do that with special people, but maybe you guys will become special. So, again, good night, sleep with the angels, and get your rest, okay?